Assalamu alaikum. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. In yesterday's video, I spoke a lot about the Western world. So today I want to speak about the Muslim world. And I'm a Muslim myself, as I've mentioned. But there are a lot of problems that I have with Muslims themselves. And the main problem I have is that Muslims, the world over, in fact, it's almost as if they have accepted, and I say they here because I haven't accepted it. It's almost as if they've accepted the fact that the West has taken the entire human body of knowledge and they have it in their possession. Yes, they have done that. They, in fact, took it from us, if you know your history. And they've developed it further. But we say that they've gone in the wrong direction, socially speaking. Technologically, they are very advanced because of the wars that they fought that motivated them. But in terms of society and the way of life, they are going in completely the wrong direction. I mean, look what they're doing nowadays. Today, they're all about same sex marriages and ridiculous, unheard of things like that. Just when you think it can't get any weirder, it does. Who would have thought that they promote the society like that? It's not sustainable. It's not something that can survive. And it's being popularized all over. So they are actually rooting for it. It's in their movies, it's in their TV programs, it's on social media, it's in the news all over the place. But to get back to the Muslim world, it's almost as if Islam is saying, well, they've taken everything, but they haven't taken the Quran and the Sunnah. And that's what Islam is all about. So we focus on that. And if you look at Islamic endeavor, I'm in South Africa, and here in South Africa, Islamic endeavor is Quran and Sunnah. Or if it's not studying Quran, then it's maybe becoming a Qari, learning to recite the Quran, or Bilal, or but it's Quran and Sunnah. And obviously, the Quran and Sunnah is what Islam is all about. But what about the scholars of old? We talk about optics and astronomy, and if you look shipbuilding, look at the maps. Maps are all in Arabic. The first mariners were Muslim. I don't want to go into stories now, but if you read about Islamic history, then you'll find that Islam started the basis for all of this. Islam was in Spain, and all of a sudden there was the Spanish Armada and the Portuguese colonizers subsequent to that. Isn't that a coincidence? And a couple of centuries later, there was the British and the French. But there's a cover up there. They don't mention it. I mean, when you do research, I started research on the master's level and I gave it up because they talk about you must quote your reference and say where it comes from, but they don't do it. They don't. I was shocked as a lecturer. I lectured in artificial intelligence and I came across a textbook by Russell and Norvig. And in their opening prologue, they actually mentioned Al-Khawarizmi, an Islamic scholar. I read it 3, 4 times. I couldn't believe what I was reading. I mean, here there was okay, there were Scandinavian scholars, but still, Scandinavia is considered to be part of Europe. And Europe and the Western world, they don't acknowledge Islam in anything. Islam did absolutely nothing. Nothing. But yet, when you read up, you find out that North Africa was stunningly wealthy. Most people have heard of Mansa Musa at least. I mean, he is calculated and has been calculated as being the richest man ever, ever. And he lived way back then. And he lived in North Africa. And do you know that there was trade going on across the north of Africa, from the west of Africa to the east, to Timbuktu? And the university in Timbuktu is acknowledged today as being one of the top universities back then. Where is it now? Where is it now? Why is North Africa today poverty stricken? Why? Because they've been colonized. And the West, why is there Islamophobia? Because the West has tried to suppress and eliminate Islam, but they haven't succeeded. So they fear that Islam will come back because Islam is being artificially suppressed. Islam, if you look at the youngsters in the Western world, they're all brainwashed. We are all brainwashed, myself included. But at least I have read more than I've watched rubbish on TV. And I don't watch, when I do watch television, I watch documentaries and I watch informative channels on YouTube. I will watch a movie, but it will never be one of these stupid stuff. So when I do watch a movie or I do watch something on TV, I watch it in order to learn what are these people doing and how are they doing it. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist. And when I say these people, there is an agenda out there. You can't deny it. You can't tell me that you don't understand that social media is trying to get you to think in a certain way. You can't deny that social media is trying to get you to have certain attitudes and to do away with your morals and mostly to be ambiguous about everything. You can't deny that. It's obvious. Everyone knows that. You can see that. You can see. And people have a religious upbringing and they can tell that these things are all against what I was taught in the religion. And the danger of that is, and I speak here as a school teacher, and I love working with young people, and I despair at what's happening to a lot of young people, and a lot of Muslim young people. They are leaving the deen at a very young age, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, because peer pressure is big and it's heavy. And they are all on social media and they don't read. So they got nothing to compare to. People my age who have read, who have grown up reading, reading, and reading, we have something to compare to, and we can see this is nonsense coming from the outside. Somebody's trying to manipulate you, somebody's trying to get you to think in a certain way, but they don't have that. They got no basis, no concrete foundation on which to decide whether what they're being shown or whether what they're being told is right or wrong. So they just follow it blindly. That's how their personalities, that's how their knowledge bases get formed, via the cell phone, via social media. They don't have imams that they follow. They don't have a sheikh. They don't go to different masajid to follow different sheikhs. No. They have some stupid person on TikTok or uh, one of these other social media platforms, and they follow this person. They do everything that that person tells them to do, what they should wear, how they should dress, what sex attitudes they should have towards sex, drugs even, which drugs they must stay away, which drugs they should use, which raves they must go to, what kind of raves, what they must look for in a boy, and it's got nothing to do with religion. Everything is lasts a couple of months. Relationships last a couple of months. Everybody must have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Yeah, I mean they are 12, 13 years old and then their friends want to know who's your boyfriend. Why doesn't she have a boyfriend? Why is he not sleeping around? He's gay. Oh, okay, he's gay. Are you gay? He's got absolutely no idea what they are talking about when they talk about he's gay. But everything in today's world is about sex. Sex, sex, sex. I became a grandfather almost 10 months ago. And I am seriously thinking about talking to my son and his wife about homeschooling and any siblings. I hope I live it that long. Um, Make dua for me for a longer life so I can homeschool them to keep them away from all this. I mean, very soon they're going to be using the same toilet. There's going to be one toilet for boys and for girls. They're going to teach young people about masturbation and all kinds of other stuff. It's 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 part of a world that we as Muslims should stay away from. We should stay. We can see we must stay away from it. And you people who are walking around, Muslim people walking around saying, come on, guys, please, we're not all the same, guys. We have males and we have females. When we go to the masjid, we sit males and females. When we go to social functions, the males sit together and the females sit together. I don't know. I'm glad I'm on my way out. Assalamu alaikum.